First off, the ones who's not looking for muscle dense growth like that, great. You are moving. I would rather see that than you sitting on the couch eating popsicles all day. Great. Okay. But I'm specifically talking to the ones who wants dense muscle, who wants to get that growth. Everybody, so I want to talk to you all today about something that I've been seeing for quite a while now, and I want to bring up my channel here with a lot of knowledge and a lot of educational things when it comes to the fitness. For those who don't know, I've been training myself for over 15-16 years, literally, and I've been in business and training a lot of my clients for over 8 years, from bodybuilders to your average general fitness individuals and things like that. But I get all my people in phenomenal shape. And here's a clip of a couple of my clients that worked under my belt, just for example. So without further ado, as the title reads, I do want to talk about how to get that swole look. Now this video is going to be for a lot of my individuals of males, my males out there, and maybe some females out there, but mainly my males out there who come to me all the time, still to this day, and they ask about, well, how do I get swole, but natural? They don't want to get enhanced. They don't want to get on any steroids and anything like that. So they want to know, how do they get that swole look, thick, muscle dense look without hopping on any steroids? Now that's a very good question, because, and this is why I decided to do this video, because I'm sure a lot of you out there are still need some help in this area, and a lot of people are still going to need help for a very long time, because let's face it, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And if anybody been following my journey here on my Truth Training Instagram page, or here, you see that I just keep it raw and real with a lot of you all, and there's many people out there that's like that. So let's get right to it. So number one, people, I'm going to narrow it down as simple as I can for a lot of you, because I know, again, our time is limited and we want to get right to the point. So number one, you might want to double check and take a double look at how you're training. And what I mean is this: if you're the type of individual who lives in the gym, you work out Monday through Sunday, and all you see is minimum results, and again, you're trying to get that swole look. Number one, your body needs rest. That's number one. Remember, we don't grow in the gym. Now that is fact. You don't grow in the gym. You get a pump in the gym, but that necessarily doesn't mean growth as far as muscle density and muscle growth. You get swole, meaning the muscles get full of blood and you get this swole look. But after 24 hours, less than that goes back down to the normal size. But the damage you've done to the muscle tissue is where your growth is going to come into play. Hence, and this is where you get your swole look for recovery. Now let's just use an average Joe on a Monday who use a chest and tricep day, and they go in there and start their workout with some type of bench press or type of bench movement, whether it's dumbbells or barbell, it does not matter. If you go in there and you get it and you gave it your all in the gym, and that's another type of title I'm going to get to right now. If you give it your all in the gym and you get right back at it again the next day, and right back at it again the next day, right back at it again the next day, you are not giving your body proper rest for growth. Like I just said in the introduction of the video, that's where your growth comes in recovery. Okay, so if you're going in there and you steady breaking the muscle tissue down, and you're not able in that body to get fully recovered, you're not going to be able to get that solid dense look. Because let me remind everybody, the gym is very simple. The gym is very common. Just like everyday life, the more you put in, the more you get out. Now, a lot of you may say, well, that's one of my point. I'm trying to get in there as much as I can. But that's not what I mean by the more you put in. I'm talking about the more you put in your actual workout. Okay? For example, let's just stick to the bench press. If you get somebody in there who's not challenging themselves, they put an average weight on that they can easily move 12 times. And that 10th, 11th, 12th time is pretty much moderate to easy to them. And they do 3 sets of that. Great, yeah, you worked out, you did a phenomenal job. Congratulations. But to get that swole look, that thick look, that dense look that a lot of men is trying to achieve to this day, naturally, use an individual who goes in there, like myself, who every set, every rep, they're grinding it out. Now, I'm not saying from rep 1 you're grinding. I'm saying if my rep range is 10 to 12, and I get to that 7, 8 rep range, and I'm grinding it out for that 9th, grinding it out for that 10th, grinding it out for that 11th and that 12th, I'm doing more damage to my muscle than that average person who's going in there doing, 12 reps easily or moderate. Again, it all depends on how much damage you do to the muscle tissue. And again, like I said before, all the stuff that I did that day, that next day, okay, that's where your recovery comes in at. Because like I told you, I did a lot of damage to the muscle. Now it's time to repair. So that's number 1, it's recovery. Number 2, like I said before, I'm going to bring to this title, intensity. How is your intensity? Intensity. People, there's a lot of individuals out here to this day, okay? They always say, if you're natural, you don't have to really work out as hard as somebody who's enhanced. That is the most incorrect information that I've heard on the internet. People, my people out there who has basic common sense, you're going to get to that. You're going to understand what I'm saying with that topic, because I'm about to talk about it right now. Now, you're natural. You don't have any help in your body. You don't have any extra protein synthesis. You don't have any type of extra help that steroids typically give the body, right? So let me ask you, since you don't have that extra help that the body will love to have, if you take an individual who's strictly natural, not on any type of steroids at all whatsoever, does that mean you have to take it more lightly in the gym? Or do you have to work extra hard? That's my point. You have to work extra hard in the gym if you're natural to break down that muscle tissue and in turns bring up your testosterone for repair and recovery, enhance your ability for muscle growth. If you go in there and you have acid and you only give it a little bit, not much of your all, that's the only that is what you're going to get out of that workout. Is little to nothing. So you have to work that much harder if you're natural, people. So if anybody of your gurus telling you anything different, that you have to work less as hard because you're natural, I'm telling you, people, that is the most blatant lie that they're telling you right then and there. You have to work 10 times harder, people. You have to be more consistent. So if you take an individual that are enhanced, I'm not saying it's an easy route, but they have help. You don't. So I'm telling you all this because I really want you all to sit down and really think, how is my intensity? How am I able to really get that thick, dense muscle that everybody else is trying to achieve? I've always been natural my entire life, but the key to my secret is 2 things. It's 2 things to my secret. 1, I utilize the gym for a relief. I utilize the gym for a lot of mental relief. I become a different person when I'm in the gym, and this is why today I don't even really like training with a lot of individuals but myself. And what I mean, I'm not the same person because I zone out. I think of everything from my past, current, where I'm at in life, and how blessed I am. And I really use that. I really take that advantage and that opportunity to really zone in, which in turns, I'm telling you all this because that's how intense my workout is since day one. I don't know what a deload week is, a deload day, a deload week. I just know two things. I just know giving it my all in the gym every time I step in there, and I give my body that much of a rest and break. So that's number 2, people. How is your intensity? Number 3, your recovery is based on what type of nutrients? Needless to say, yeah, you can recover. You can sit in the house all day and recover as properly. But what are you fueling your muscles for recovery? What are you fueling it with? Like I just mentioned, you don't have any help, right? So since you don't have any help, what are you fueling your muscles with? Fatty acids, fats, carbohydrates, pizza, things like that. If you are doing that, you're wasting your time and spinning your wheels. Not saying you can't have those things, but again, you have to make sure you're getting an adequate amount of lean, clean protein, an adequate amount of complex carbohydrates, your oatmeal, your rice, white, brown, doesn't matter. Things of that sort. Your beans, black beans, things of that sort. Complex carbs. It's going to come from the ground up. Those are what you call complex carbs. Regular carbs, you can based on any old thing that's a carb. Bread, things like that. Pizza, those are carbs, but those are not your complex carbs. So what's my point of my third point is this. Make sure you are getting enough rest and you are eating enough nutrients and calories to support your muscle growth. For example, if you do 1 and 2, your intensity is high, you're getting enough rest. But if you're not getting enough protein and a good complex carbohydrates for the body that needs to recover, that you broke down in the gym, you're not going to be able to get that thick muscle growth that you're looking for. Look at this like baseball, people. You can't bring that guy all the way home unless you cover all the bases. And I get it. In this day and age, we all about busy and fast. Busy and fast. I get it. Which in turns, that's going to make us lack on a lot of things that's important to us. But how bad do you want it? This is what it's going to take. Nothing's going to be given to us. Okay. Now, on a side note, I do want to talk about this shirt that I'm wearing. I'm getting a lot of information on this. Purpose Driven. Okay. Team Results to the side. That's my brand. TR Supplements and Nutrition. That is my clothing brand and supplement brand. That's my latest collection. You can go to the link in my bio. Check it out and grab yours today. This is my winter and fall collection. So I would love it if you support the brand and myself. Really love it. I put a lot of work into this. As you see, it's a few prints. I got hoodies, tanks, and beanies, hats for a lot of individuals out there, men and women. So if you would like, click the link in the bio and check it out. And I really appreciate that. But back to the topic at hand. Okay. I really want you all to consider those bases. I'm not going to overwhelm you all with a lot of information because basically, if you have those principles covered on a regular basis. Now, I'm not saying Monday you're going to check off all the boxes and then go back to your normal life on Tuesday and then expect some results. Obviously, that's not the way it's going to work. So you need to make sure you cross all those boxes majority of the time. I'm not saying Monday through Sunday, 30 to 31 days out of the month. You can't miss 1-2 days. You can't do. That's what you see other people will say, and it's very unsustainable to the average people out there. I'm talking to my average people out there who has no idea what to do. You don't need to do this every single day, but you have to do it most of the time that you are training. You have to cover those principles. Let's wrap it up. Let's recap. 1, how is your intensity? Don't go in there listening to love music and going in there and you get your little couple reps in, you put it down, you talk to the guy that you've been seeing all around the gym all the time, and then you go again, then you get a couple of pumps in and you put it down. That's not intensity, and it's only going to get you so much. First off, the ones who's not looking for muscle dense growth like that, great. You are moving. I would rather see that than you sitting on the couch eating popsicles all day. Great. Okay, but I'm specifically talking to the ones who wants dense muscle, who wants to get that growth. You want somebody to look at you, if you don't even know it. To this day, I still get people thinking I'm on steroids, and I haven't touched it not one time in my life. I don't need to, as you can see, because I know my training style. So, genetics plays a part in all of this, but I am not leaving genetics like if you don't have good genetics, you're not going to achieve a good look. I don't believe in that. I believe that every individual is walking this earth that can bring their body to that look that we're talking about, that thick muscle growth look, if they apply themselves accordingly to the 3 principles that I just mentioned. Like I said, one is intensity. Number 2, your proper rest. Okay, sleep also plays a part. If you're only getting 2, 3, 4 hours a day, it's not good enough. Remember, your body's in repairing mode. Okay? Now, not only enough rest of giving yourself a break in the gym. And when I say a break, I mean me, I do an on and off split. I'm on one day, off another. On one day, off another. That's what I found out works best for my body. Maybe you're an individual who goes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday. Work Friday and Saturday, off Sunday. I don't know. But living in the gym, if you're trying to develop that look, it's not going to help work for you. You have to make sure you put enough damage on the muscle. And in turn, how much damage you put on the muscle, you have to make sure that it's getting the proper nutrition and rest. It's simple, right? Like I say, just like baseball, that person can't come home and score the points unless it clears all the base. That's how actually life is. So I want to invite all of you, starting January or whenever you're going to start your routine when it comes to the gym, be consistent. A, up your intensity big time. 2, get enough proper rest. And number 3, make sure you get the proper nutrition that fits your goal. My name is Antonio, representing Truth Training. I want to appreciate you all from tuning into this video, and I hope a lot of you all will help you. I hope this video helped a lot of you all out there to make sure you can continue with your progress and get that look that you are looking for. To get this natural look that you see here without taking any type of steroid in life, but your proper nutrition, proper intensity, and proper rest. Don't forget to pick you up. Purpose-driven shirts. It's all fitted, as you can see. Go to Truth Training, truthinresultstraining.com. I'll put the link in below here. And be sure to check out my other handles, Instagram, Truth Training. I'm always sharing some good information and fitness topics and workout routines for a lot of you individuals out there as well. Stay blessed up, and if I don't talk to you all, happy Thanksgiving and a safe Thanksgiving. And I'll talk to you all later. Peace.
I know, but what you cooking, man?